This could be the real deal, boys. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Week 8 recap of the Reggie and Jerome podcast. I am your co-host, Big D. Sitting here with my boys as always, Big J.A.
Yo, yo.
Sammy C to my left.
What up?
And today we have a special guest, a guy that needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. A gentleman who is no stranger to the 3 to 4 leg parlay every now and then to get himself together. Avid Birds fans. One of my favorite families, one of my favorite guys. My man, Money Mike. Welcome to the Reggie and Jerome podcast.
Yo. What's goody?
Hey, what's good with you, man? We are happy to have you. Good that you be here, and welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
As we all know what we do to start the pod. We take our shot. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
So, this week, the Birds take on our rivals from up north, the New Jersey / New York Football Giants. Took care of them pretty handily. But before we get into the game, I wanted to talk about the Giants a little bit. They were really, really smelling themselves after taking care of the Birds 2 weeks ago. Now, full disclosure, I'm going to start with what I like. I like Jackson Dart. Good ball player. I think he has the makings of a really good NFL quarterback. I think the jury is still out on Cam Scatterbo. I don't know. Obviously, we saw what happened in the game. He got hurt. Even before that, we thought he was going to get concussed 17 times before that happened. But those are the two things about the Giants that I do like. But as I said, the Giants were feeling themselves. I looked at some video from the locker room after the game, and Brian Daboll said that this is the new normal. I'm assuming beating the Birds was going to be the new normal.
No.
Yeah. After the game. And then I listened to their local radio station, WFA and The Fan. And one of their hosts posted something on their website after the game, and I'm gonna let you guys listen to it.
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen all rolled in to one tonight. And along with Cam Scatterbo, Dart, and Scat have created an identity for the Giants. Aura, swagger, energy, intensity. They have lifted this franchise. And if you're wondering, why I'm wearing these shades, it's because the Giants' future is very, very bright. Now, let me get to the city of Philadelphia. Tough night in the city of brotherly love. First of all, your baseball team, the Phillies, suffered their worst loss in their franchise's history. And then a few hours later, the Giants made the Eagles quit on a football field. Sucks for you. Your city's a dump. You'll never be New York City. And we will always, always, always be Big Brother. Night. Later, you suck.
Big brother?
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry. When did anything in New York happen that was great in recent history?
Yeah. So I want you guys to hear that, especially the Big Brother part. I found it insane that this is not like a guy that's just in his mom's basement on Instagram. This is a host of their number one radio show, sports radio show in New York, WFA and The Fan. I'm not going to say his name because I ain't giving him no shine on here.
See the overnight guy? Because he sounds awful.
No, I think he's a 6 o'clock guy, but he's also the producer for the early show, which I think is Boomer Esiason, the one that's on television. He's a producer for that show. But yeah, he does sound
Maybe
awful.
he should stick to producing.
Maybe he should. But that night he didn't. He let it go on us, little brother. So, guys, before I go, what do you think about being called little brother to the Giants?
Let's be for real. You had one win in how many years? I mean,
We'll get to that.
let's come down off the high horse a little bit. We went out there and we played down to our opponent and we got what was deserved. But to think you're big brother to the defending Super Bowl champions, you got to be out of your fucking mind.
Sammy C?
That dude's funny. He's funny. He's trash too, but
Well, yeah, it's definitely trash.
that hurt my ears listening to that. Like,
I bet it did.
we're not big brother. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't even know how to respond to that other than, I don't know. We just showed y'all on Sunday who the real team is, you know. But you can't say that to a Super Bowl champ. Just because you got the win, right? But that's why you face us twice a year. And then we'll see who makes it to the playoffs and makes it farther. So, the only thing great was Juan Soto, and he didn't do anything. And they were out before the Phillies were. So,
make the
what
playoffs.
fuck?
$700 million.
That's what's crazy about this. Like I said,
Yeah.
this is not some guy. This is a guy on their radio show.
Jackson Dart, I mean, I give him credit.
When
He's a
when
decent
it
QB.
mattered most, I know we're talking birds here, but game 162 for the Mets, they got shut out by the Miami Marlins. Let's calm the fuck down, please.
Keep it 100. Money Mike, what do you think about the Giants? And this gentleman who said we were little brother.
I mean, I give Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo some credit because they got some juice going on over there in New York. But to call us little brother after when's the last time they beat us at home?
We're gonna get to that.
Right. So yeah, that's crazy. I mean, feeling yourself a little bit too much, but I give it to them. They got some good stuff going on in New York. So I give it to them, feeling themselves a little bit, but they got to calm it down just a smidge,
Just a little bit.
And he called our city a dump too.
And then. You talk about New York. The Giants don't even play in New York.
They do not play in New York. All valid points, guys.
Just like Skinny Joey said, you got some fucking rats up in there.
big ones.
I like that. Good one. Yeah, so back to the name calling of, our team, our city, whatever you want to say. Since that comment, because that was posted after the Giants beat the Eagles on Thursday night. Since that comment, the Giants have had one of the most historic losses in NFL history. 1,602 games when someone was leading at the point when they were winning, the team won. The only team that's ever lost that, your New York Football Giants. Not to mention, the Eagles in the past 12 years are 19-5 against the Giants.
One more time.
19-5. They would have to sweep the Eagles until 2033 just to get even with them. That's big brother shit.
Yeah.
That's some big brother shit right
Yeah,
there.
if we're little brother, we're about like the 6'5" little brother.
We're the little brother you walk in the house and he was like, yo, I'm playing the PlayStation tonight,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
You not. Insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. Let me play you for the PlayStation, knowing you're gonna lose. Fuck out of here.
I mentioned the historic collapse that they had, giving up 33 points in the fourth quarter, losing a game after those comments. Want to hear the second biggest collapse in the fourth quarter?
Has not returned one for a touchdown this year. Waits. And it's a line drive kick. Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding? Deshaun Jackson still not in and now in for the touchdown, no flags. Unbelievable. No time left. Eagles win.
What more can I say?
That play's so crazy. I can envision it. Just
Still see
listening.
it, right?
I can see it happening while I'm hearing.
Still see it. Insane. So this segment is called "We're Done with You Guys for the Year" because we don't got to play you no more, unless you guys make the playoffs. But guess what?
That ain't happening.
That ain't happening. So good riddance to the New York Football Giants for this year. We'll see you next year, and hopefully you can get to 19-6 maybe next year. Try it. Yes. Out from Big Brother. Moving on to the game. As we said, the Birds took care of the Giants. We'll go around the room, talk about what we saw in the game. Sammy, I'll start with you. We watched the game right here together. What were your first or your initial reactions about how the game went?
I mean, I loved every moment of that game, really. Started off with Saquon for 63 yards, first play. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that, especially us struggling the past, 7 weeks? First 7 weeks, first 8 weeks. It's been hard watching Saquon try and get going, and he does it against the Giants first play. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. Just really the way that our offense played, like the offensive play calling, great. Don't know where the hell that came from, but great.
We'll get to that.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts playing one hell of a game again. You know, they can always talk about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, but you'll never hear Jalen Hurts. But he showed it the past 2 weeks already. And really, I mean, our defense played really good too. Really good. Our defense, our offensive line finally showed up. And we got a big dub. And that's pretty much punching them right back in the mouth, what they did to us 2 weeks ago. So,
as my homegirl Belly would say, we got our lick back.
Yeah, we definitely got our lick back.
That's for sure. Money Mike, what'd you think of the game?
I like what we did on offense a lot, especially in the run game, running out of under center, and a lot of the I don't know if you guys noticed, but a lot of the pin and pulls, it was pinning a lot of guys, and then the pulling guard was just coming.
Oh, I noticed. I loved it.
Opening that hole, and Saquon was just running. A lot of his big runs was from under center, then pin and pulls, and he's just hitting the hole.
Huge departure from what they were doing early in the year.
Yeah, night and day difference.
Yeah.
I don't like how they didn't. I mean, obviously Goddard had 2 touchdowns, but what was his only 2 catches, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
They got to get Goddard the ball a little bit more. I know he's got 7 touchdowns, but he should be hitting people over the head for 100 yards a game, easy. Middle of the field's always wide open. Devontae Smith is just, what he does on the field is just incredible. Like making guys fall on not even on accident, pretty much. Just stopping goes and guys are just falling on the turf or falling on the grass.
If Devontae would ever listen to this podcast, because we talk about Devontae a lot, he'd be like, "Yo, these guys really like me."
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot to like.
There's no shortcoming of praises for.
Yeah,
for
Smitty's incredible for what he could do at his size. Like he's one of the smallest guys on the field at all times. But what he could do with his feet work, his hands, it's just crazy to see.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was doing all that without AJ on the other side, it's just, I don't know how they don't do that with AJ on the field, but that's a story for another day. But I liked what they did on offense.
We're going to talk about that too.
I like what they did on offense.
J.A.?
I think I said it to you at one point while we were watching the game. I said, did he go find Kellen Moore's playbook? Because there was quite a few wrinkles in our play calling that I liked, that looked similar to last year, that, you had those plays that were unstoppable. But no, he mentioned being under the center. To me, I think that was our best game that we've played and you got to see more of that. And there's a lot of comments about Jalen being under center that he doesn't like it. Well, we've done it the last 2 weeks, and he's pretty much torched defenses. So I definitely want to see more than that. Defense played well. Cooper DeJean played on the outside a little bit. Looked like he held his own. Swiss Army knife. I don't think there's anything that man can't do. But I definitely hope we see more of this in the upcoming weeks.
Absolutely. That actually segues perfectly into the next thing we're going to talk about. We all, looked at each other as the game was going on, almost in a little bit of bewilderment. Like we were like looking at the game like, what the hell? Like, who's calling these plays? We just couldn't figure it out. Like, it just looked so different. So next thing we had to talk about is the offensive coordinator, because we've given him a lot of shit. So now we kind of got to talk about, was this, we talked about last part, did somebody on the team get in his ear? Was this him? We still won't know. We probably never will. But some of it has to do with him. We always point to you first, Sammy, when it comes to Kevin Petullo, because you're very opinionated when it comes to him. So, as we all are. But what'd you think about Kevin Petullo? A, do you think he deserves all of the credit, 100% of the credit? Or was this Nick Sirianni?
I'll give him half of the credit.
Half the credit. Okay.
Yeah. He finally turned the playbook over and was like, oh, shit, we got the other side of this I can use. And I don't know. I don't know if he was maybe studying last year, like Kellen Moore's offensive play calls. I don't know what he did, but I do got to give him some credit, because there's some plays that we just ran this past week that we ran last year. For example, the Dallas Goedert touchdown, the second one. When, what was it, Jalen Hurts, I think it was an RPO, came out to the right, and then they looked like Dallas Goedert was going to block for him, and he just slipped right through the defenders for the touchdown.
It's a choice route.
Choice route, yeah.
Yeah.
So we did that last year, and it showed, and some of the run plays with Saquon. That's what we've been looking for, though, like Mike was saying. So I give him half the credit, but I don't know. Listen, he still hasn't wowed me.
He hasn't wowed you yet.
No.
Yeah, you're still waiting for the wow. You were close, though.
I was.
Because I saw you smile. He was like, damn.
I was, because, it's because the talent that the Eagles have on this roster and what they could do, especially from seeing it last year and blowing teams out left and right. And then you come into this year and we're looking a little soft and not doing everything that we know that we're capable of doing.
Got you.
And hey, listen, that game, it did show me something. You put everybody in. And we're not even using A.J. Brown because he wasn't even in. But you got everybody else involved. Listen, I like the shot that he took with Jahan Dotson, even though we were down, or we were up by, I don't know, 2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
So it was at the end of the game. I like that. Take a shot. Fuck it. And he did, and it worked out. I mean, that was an unbelievable catch by Dotson. But
did you see the
the NFL films? Yeah, they put something out.
Yeah, and also, did you see the end of the game when he was being interviewed by Tom Brady? He called it the dagger. He was like, "Yeah, we had to throw the dagger there, Tom." But yeah, good shit. And I agree with everything you said. The jury's still out for me as well. But Money Mike, what'd you think about the play calling and one Mr. Kevin Petullo?
The play calling, I mean, it looked pretty spot on. I mean, everything was working. They pretty much did what they wanted to do at will. But I mean, as usual Eagles football, we haven't really gotten to that too much this season. But I mean, it took us playing the Giants the second time to come around to do that. But
you think they was a get right team?
Hey, if that's what it had to be, I'll take it.
Okay.
But yeah, I liked what they did with the play calling. I don't know who to give the credit to, because I feel like we never know who. Like last year with when we had the whole
Brian
Johnson situation, we never knew if it was Brian Johnson, Nick Sirianni, whose offense it was. Nobody ever had full blame And I guess as an organization, you're trying to hide that, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I just don't know who to give the credit to, because I don't know how it takes, what are we, in week 8? 7 weeks to get all this stuff rolling. So it's like, I like what they did, but it still leaves, I still have some questions. I got to see it on a consistent basis.
I want to, not to cut you off, I want to see it against the teams that we're going up against after the bye.
This nice gauntlet we got coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. J.A.?
Well, that's exactly what I was going to start off with.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was the Giants. You should be doing that to teams like that week in and week out that are on the worst side of the league.
Right, the lower tier teams.
So 50% credit, if he goes out there and does this back-to-back Green Bay and then Detroit, then then I might have to rescind some words that I said on a previous podcast. But no, I mean, for Jalen to get everybody involved like that is huge, right? That just means we're not one-dimensional. You changes the way the defense plays us, and you got to give credit to Kevin Patullo, give credit to Jalen Hurts, Sirianni. I'm sure they're all talking amongst themselves. But we'll see how it goes. The jury is still out for KP.
Yeah, I agree. There's a couple of things that I guess I'll get to my percentage first. And I hate to say this because these guys know way more about football, and I know a lot about football, and these guys know way more about football than I'll ever know. But I probably would think that it's closer to 40% credit, if I'm being honest. You can kind of tell a play caller's style in the first 4 weeks of the season. If you look back at last year, if you look at the way Kellen Moore was calling the first few games, nothing changed. Personnel changed. That's why they struggled. This was a complete departure. The first few games to the games that they won after the Giants and the Broncos game. It looks like night and day. You mentioned under center pin pulls, shots downfield, crossing routes. On some of these routes, there are multiple people open. That wasn't like that the first 4 weeks.
It was yards of separation.
Yes.
Yards. Multiple
people open with yards of separation. So one or two things happened. I would like to think he went into a laundry room and found a dusted playbook. But I think that someone went to him. I don't know if it was QB1. I don't know if it was Nick Sirianni. But somebody went to him and told him, we're not going to win like this. Things have got to change. And whatever we did before with this same personnel, we need to do that because this is not working. Now, it may not work next week. I mean, in 2 weeks against Green Bay. Only time will tell. And that goes back to what you're saying. You want to see it against better competition. But it's not like the Giants' defensive line was terrible.
No,
they ran the shit out of them. And they just got worn down and tired. If that was the case, they would have did it 2 weeks ago, but they didn't. So I want to say it was 40% Kevin Patullo. If I'm giving out a percentage pie, 40% him, probably 20% Jalen, and the rest Nick. He's the captain of the ship, right? It's his team, so he should have some say so about what goes on play calling wise. And I think that's the way it lands for me. Will this continue to happen? I guess only time for two. Moving on. Next topic is he's the quarterback of our team, so we talk about him all the time.
Yeah.
He's played better more than he's not this year. He continues to get better. I like you watch a lot of college football. I never thought the Jalen Hurts I saw at Alabama or Oklahoma could do some of the things he's doing now.
No.
Never saw it. I know that because of the team and the narrative around the team. And it also happens because media votes for MVP. He'll never get that. I mean, he'll never get that credit that he deserves. I'm done worrying about that. But at some point, he puts up the numbers and the wins. He's got to get some votes for it. So this is a simple question. I'll ask you. Matter of fact, Moneyback, I'll start with you. What would he have to do to win the MVP?
What would he have to do?
Yeah, what would he have to do?
If he continues playing like he's been playing these last 2 weeks and playing mistake-free, keeping the ball out of harm's way, if he keeps doing that, I mean, I don't see how, because honestly, no other quarterback is playing at a, like you don't see any other quarterback and think, oh yeah, he's having an MVP season. So, I mean, if he keeps doing what he's doing the last 2 weeks, playing mistake-free, keeping these wins piling up, I mean, I don't see anybody else taking that spot.
Give me some numbers. That's what we do on here.
As far as what, like touchdowns and
Everything. You listen to the pod, we need numbers.
So what is he at? He's at 17, right? 17 passing?
Mm-hmm.
15.
15?
15 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I'm talking about yards.
Oh, yards?
Yeah, he's at how many passes?
1677.
16.
1677? Okay. Week 8, 1677. Okay. How many passing touchdowns?
15.
1677. What's 77?
No. 1,677
Yards.
passing yards.
Oh. I thought he said 16 touchdowns. 7. I was like, hold on. What's 77? But how many touchdowns he got?
15.
15?
1 interception.
That's crazy. And that's how many he has over the last 2 weeks?
What, touchdowns?
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's got to have 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
He had 4
To
this
the-
past week.
To the 1 interception, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say
Well, no, if you're counting the Giants game.
Seven touchdowns between Minnesota and this past Giants game.
And go back to the other Giants game.
He had 1, so it's 8.
Okay. So 8 with 1 interception.
Okay.
I mean, over these next couple of games, if he has,
What's he end the year with to get the MVP?
to get the MVP, he's going to have to hit 35 at least.
How many tutties?
How many tutties total?
Total.
I'll throw in another. I say he gets another. I'll give him 7 rushing touchdowns. So total, he'll probably get like what 42 tubs
42 tutties altogether, right?
total.
All right. So, Sammy, I'm going to kick it to you. I'm going to ask you the same question. J.A., while I'm doing that, can you look up to see what Lamar Jackson's MVP year, how many touchdowns he had? Sammy, what do you think he has to have to win the MVP?
He has to throw for over 4,000 yards.
4,000 yards.
4,000 yards. Probably at least 40 touchdowns.
Combined.
Combined.
See, I don't
Because
think
all I hear right now is Dak Prescott.
There's no way he can win an MVP. Though.
Now listen,
I just don't feel like the yards are the touchdowns. We get the touchdowns. It's just the yards aren't going to come in those bunches. I feel like we get a lot of groundwork. I feel like
no, I mean Lamar Jackson, he won MVP because he had all those rushing yards. He ran for I think it was over 1,000 yards rushing. Plus he had the touchdowns.
Yeah,
that's what I would like to see a little bit more of. Design runs.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening this year. They would have been doing it already. Like he doesn't run the ball.
They've been trying that. Yeah, those.
Yeah, it's kind of been a little bit missing in his game a little bit.
Yeah. But I agree with you.
But yeah, I would have to go with that. 4,000 yards at least.
4,000 yards and 40 tutties combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, I bet on him.
I mean, it's just because he doesn't get enough credit.
I bet on him to get 3,000 yards.
Yeah, it's just because he doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, yeah, he just
maybe he has to win. I don't know. Back-to-back Super Bowl.
Well, there's one other thing we didn't talk about. What if they run the table from this point and he gets 3,500? 37 tutties.
They're still going to discredit him. They're still going to say...
You don't think that'll do it either?
They're still going to say you're supposed to be doing it. You got AJ, you got Smitty, you got
you got a
Goddard,
point
you
there.
got Saquon. But it's like, how is that his fault? Like, it's not his
He's got
fault.
a good GM.
Right. Yeah.
J.A.?
You want me to get into these stats?
That's what you're here for.
Yeah, you're the stat guy tonight.
If I'll put it this way, if Jalen gets 10 more passing touchdowns, just 10, he'd have more passing touchdowns than Lamar's MVP year.
Really?
Lamar's 2023 MVP season, he had 3,678 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a 64.7 QBR, 821 rushing yards with 5 rushing touchdowns.
Bro, that's doable.
It is. 100%.
Yeah.
You're probably right, though. He still ain't going to get the credit for it, but that's doable.
Yeah.
Every year's different.
And honestly, those numbers don't even sound that crazy. Like,
No. You normally
those
hear
numbers
in
don't
quarter-
really sound crazy.
Nah.
Bro, I don't mean to do this, but you know what's going to happen.
No,
Tell me, what's
the
gonna
media-
happen?
The media hates Philadelphia.
It's going to go to either Patrick Mahomes or it's going to go to Josh Allen. You want
And
to
if
know
they
why?
give it to Josh Allen, I will throw a motherfucking fit.
Nah, it'll probably be Patrick
There's that.
Mahomes. He started off what? What was the record? 1 and I don't know.
I mean,
1 and 3.
I can't lie. They are getting a lot of they got Rashid back, and just getting him back.
Oh yeah, it makes
a
a difference.
difference. Like it's night and day what their offense looks like with Rashid Rice.
It is, but you got to give Jalen Hurts credit too. I don't care. All right, cool. They got Rashid Rice. They got Travis Kelce. They got whoever else. Bitch, it's the same with us. We got Dallas Goedert. We got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Barkley. I mean, come on. Each team has superstars, but you got to give credit when credit's
Each
due.
elite team has somewhat superstars. Yeah,
Yeah, but you got to give credit when credit's due. And hopefully he proves this and this is his year. But I don't know.
Even Josh Allen last year, who won the MVP, he only threw for 3,371 yards. That's definitely obtainable by Jalen Hurts.
That's
How many
crazy.
touchdowns he had?
He had 28 passing touchdowns and 12 rushing.
That's crazy
40
because
altogether.
fucking Baker Mayfield had over 4,000 passing yards last year.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. There's something to be said for empty calories. I seen Jameis Winston almost throw for 5,000 yards on a terrible team, but they were a terrible team.
Is that with the Saints?
No, I think that was with the
No,
Bucs.
that was with the Bucks. He
Oh,
threw,
Bucks, yeah.
Yeah, he led the
he
league
threw
in
30 touchdowns and 33 interceptions.
Yeah, I think he led the league in passing and interceptions, something like that.
Yeah. So there is such thing as empty calories. But that being said, if you're perennial 1 or 2 seed in your conference and you do that, again, I say somewhat around the 3,500, close to 40 tutties. I just don't. I get it. I get the weapons thing and the media thing. It's just not pretty. He's not endearing to the media either. Like, he's not on Aflac commercials, talking. So
But it's also not Jalen Hurts' fault that they put the talent around him.
not at all.
So
No.
yeah, does it help his case? Sure, but it shouldn't hurt his case. He didn't go out there and sign these players.
Absolutely. That's why I said he's getting penalized because he has a good GM, right? So I just thought it was an interesting discussion to have about Jalen because it never really seems, especially in our world, to get the due that he deserves. But hopefully, he has that. He gets close to, like I said last week, Carson is the only person that threw for 4,000 yards. I don't think that's ever going to happen with Jalen.
Which is crazy every time we bring that up. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, he played out of his mind, bro.
Well, it's not even that. The quarterbacks that the Eagles have had, and Carson's the only one to throw for 4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true too.
pretty crazy. That actually is perfect because that's going to segue into our email and our stat of the week. So, Sammy, I'm going to give it to you to read. And it's more so a question. They're giving us some props, but it's more so a question.
Okay. This email is from FlySidFly1997. Great pod, guys. I hope you read my email. Maybe you've talked about this before, but if the 2017 Eagles played the 2024 Eagles in hypothetical NFC championship game, who would win?
So we're taking Super Bowl champ on Super Bowl champ.
Great question.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, you go first.
The 2024 Eagles. There's no question. To me, there's no doubt. When we had this discussion sometime in the summertime before we even started the pod.
Yes,
they're probably one of the best Super Bowl championship teams ever. Was there some lightning in a bottle with the 2017 team? Absolutely. The 2024 team, from top to bottom, were just straight up dominant. There's no question.
Give me a score. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Ask a question. That's a good question.
The 2024 team would probably win that game 35-28.
Okay. Money Mike, what you got?
Damn.
We'll get back to Money Mike. Sam, what you got?
Well, it's tough to think about, too, because the way the offense changed under Nick Foles. Nick Foles, we're talking playoff game here. Nick Foles was absolutely lights out.
We're talking about the guys that ran out the dreams and nightmares. That team that ran out the tunnel against this team that just ran out the tunnel.
Yeah, they played lights out. So it would have been a high scoring game for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, because if the 2024 Eagles played the 2017 that night, they beat the Vikings. I don't know, because anybody could have got it that night. So I don't know.
So we don't do that on here, Money Mike. We need to know.
Stick with your guns.
Stick with your guns. Who do you think would win? And shout out to you, Sid, for not saying the Super Bowl because they couldn't play each other in the Super Bowl. So go ahead.
I think I take the 2017 just because it was just no stopping it. There was just no stopping it.
Okay.
I say the 2017 Eagles would have won.
We put up 90 points in the last two games.
Hey man, don't influence him. Go ahead, tell you what you say. Talk your shit, Money Mike.
I think they would have. Bro, Tom Brady put up 500 yards of offense.
Exactly why the 2024 team wins.
The 2017, either way, both teams are dynasty killers, but the 2017 team, bro, it was just something about that team that we had some misfits. We had some guys that
Nelson Aguilar.
We had some guys that were written off damn near, but they came together and brought it home. I say they would have won 28-24.
Tight.
28-24.
Tight game. Sammy C, it's on you.
First, I want to say thank you for sending the email.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank you.
These guys hopping right to the question and shit. Not even thank you.
You should have said something. You didn't want to read the question.
That was a great question, man.
No,
I was ready to answer.
I got to go 2024. The defense was ridiculous. I mean, you add Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell. I mean, Quinyon Mitchell as a rookie last year was shutting top wide receivers down. He sure as hell he'd be fucking shutting down Alshon Jeffrey. I'm sorry. Quinyon Mitchell's a lot faster. Everything. I don't care. And listen, Alshon Jeffrey, he was my first jersey.
Oh.
I still have his Super Bowl jersey. So
shout out to 1-7.
It's hard, right? It's hard. I think Nick Foles would have had a better game than Jalen Hurts, though.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's hard.
It is hard.
That's why it was a great question.
question.
Honest, I'm gonna be full disclosure. There was 60 emails that came in the past week, but when I saw that, I was like,
"That's the one."
I looked at it for like 10 minutes myself. I was like, "Shit."
And Alshon gave people work that Super Bowl on a what was it? Torn rotator cuff?
Yeah, torn.
Okay, first of all, pause. Second
They
of
They
all.
did give him that work with pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, we don't do
yo.
that shit on here, bro.
Hey, yo.
We catch you when you slipping.
Go ahead, Sammy C.
All right.
Who's our running back? 2017. J.J.
JJ.
The home
Okay.
and the hometown boy.
Yeah.
Corey Clement,
And
RJ.
LeGarrette Blount.
and LeGarrette Blount.
Can't forget the bowling ball.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 2024. Score 35-28.
35-28.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I'm going to give my answer, and then I'm going to ask an additional question on top of that question. I think it's the 2024 Eagles as well. I just think the defense was better. 2017 team was hot as a motherfucker, though, bro. And I just think talent-wise, they just couldn't match the 2024 Birds. If I had to give a score, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's that close. I think it was like 31-20. I think they beat them by like 11, double digits. You know, I just don't think they could have kept up. Now, I don't agree with the Alshon thing. Rookie Quinyon was amazing, but Alshon was getting on top of people's head balls. He was doing his thing. But on the other side of him,
Yeah, but then Quinyon came into the league last year, and who did he shut down? Justin Jefferson. You're not going to tell me that one of these other wide receivers that he shut down last year is better than Alshon Jeffrey.
I'm not saying that at all.
He locked down Mike Evans.
But that's what I'm saying.
He
like,
did.
if you look at it, and he locked down some big fucking names last year, leading to the Super Bowl. And even in the Super Bowl, I mean, did they have Rashee right? No, they didn't.
I was just saying, I agree with what you're saying. I was just saying,
But
put
yeah,
some respect
listen.
on Alshon's name.
Oh, listen,
but
I'm not disrespecting him.
you're making my point for me because
Who's
on the other side.
It's Slay, right?
No, I'm talking about who's on the other side of Alshon
Offense.
on offense.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the reason why I don't think they could. I just don't think they could hold up against them. Like I said, I think it's 31-20.
Was it Aguilar on the other side?
Yeah.
It was Aguilar and what? Torrey Smith?
Torrey Smith.
Okay.
Torrey Smith was kind of like a one-trick pony, though. He didn't.
Yeah.
He ran one route.
He
It
had
was a
that
great
flea-
route.
that flea flicker, baby.
The one catch against the Falcons off the knee.
Yeah.
That saved us. That saved
Literally.
that whole
Oh, yeah.
season.
Yeah, that literally did
Literally.
it. Shout out to you, Torrey Smith. The next question on top of that, the caveat off of that.
What's
right?
up?
We're going to go around the room the other way this time. If you could make one trade from that team to the other team to make your team win, who would it be?
Ooh.
I do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you absolutely no seconds to think about it. That's why I said it the way I said it. I said the 2024 team would beat the 2017 team.
So we got to take somebody from 2024 and put them on the 2017.
You said 2017 team would win, right? All right. So you got to take one guy from that team that would make the 2024 team beat the team you just said would beat them. Would you like me to go first?
No, I got my answer.
Okay, all
I
right.
got my
Yeah, you're
answer.
going to have to go the other way.
And it's the guy we just talked about, Alshon Jeffrey. You put... No, I'm sorry. It would be A.J. Brown. You put A.J. Brown on the opposite side of Alshon Jeffrey.
They beat the 2024 team.
Yes.
I like your thinking. Yeah, I like your thinking.
The way Nick Foles was dropping dimes, and you put a speedier, better build opposite Alshon Jeffrey, DBs are getting torched.
Money Mike?
Hassan was on that team, right?
Who?
Hassan Reddick?
No.
No?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So he was on the team that we lost, right?
Yep.
Because I would say Fletch, but
He wasn't there either. Was
for 2017, yeah, he was.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You had it the other way. I'm sorry.
Based off of what the 2024 team needs, well, this season, well, we're not talking this season, but
The Super Bowl team.
I would say if they had better edge. So I would say you give me Sweaty J. Sweaty J was on the 2017. You give me Sweaty J.
He wasn't on the team.
No?
Mm-mm. I'm pretty sure he wasn't on that team.
What, Joshua?
Was he on that team? The 2017 team?
I'm trying to think who was on defense. You had Fletch. You had Chris Long.
Mm-hmm.
You had Chris Long was
Derek. Sweaty J wasn't.
No,
on the
he
team.
wasn't there.
Derek
he came
Barnett.
He came out the
Barnett.
next year.
Yeah,
No,
he wasn't there.
Next year or 2 years from Florida State.
Yeah, next year after that he came there.
College
So-
football. I got my answer if you stumble a little bit, but you good. You can finish it if you can.
I mean, hypothetically, I guess you clone BG because he already on the team. He already on the 2014, but
That's a cop out.
like, who else?
But
Like,
I get it because
you
you was
wouldn't-
also hurt.
because you wouldn't take. I mean, because you
so
already have.
So you want to
have,
say prime? You want to say prime BG?
Yeah, I guess you could say that because you already have JC. You got Jordan Davis. You got your nose tackles and like your Fletch. You already have your new age Fletches. So
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You need your edge. BG's coming off the edge.
Okay, so you would have taken 2017 BG and flipped them to 2024 to beat the 2017 team.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I can mute you if you want to do that, bro.
Sound like a goddamn elephant.
just go like this, and I'll just turn your shit down, bro. And we keeping that in.
There was no time for that, bro.
No, it's all good.
It's
all right. Yeah, he's a gamer. He's on the 15.
Yeah, I got two.
You got two?
Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I got two. Well, Joey took one of them, but I'm going to add a different one.
Okay.
I would take Barkley from 2024, add him with the 2017 team.
Okay.
I mean, you're taking a 2,000-yard rusher, add him into that, yeah, with Nick Foles. Then I'm going to go defense. I would take Jalen Carter from 2024 and add him next to Fletcher Cox for that defense in 2017.
And that'll be enough for them to beat.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
That would have been sick.
I mean, he kind of, I would say, the 20.
Yeah, but that 2017 team, they had Timmy Jernigan, right? And he was a absolute monster.
They had a lot of depth. That's what they had a lot of.
Yeah. But you're going with these two guys.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, I can, but I don't know if it's like I would fuck around, but I ain't going to try to take your answer if I don't know what you have. So
you won't take my answer if you want to come up with something else. I can guarantee you won't take my answer. My answer is off the board.
You good.
Okay. My answer is the offensive and defensive coordinators. That's why I would have taken off
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Where's you at?
So you'd take Kalen Moore over Peterson.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And Nick Fangio. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because who was our defensive?
Jonathan
Schwartz.
Gannon.
No.
In 2017, it wasn't Jonathan.
No,
Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz. That's right. Yeah, Jim Schwartz. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely taking Big Fangio over Jim Schwartz all day, every day. Yeah.
No, that was good. That was good.
That's what I would do. Give me those coordinators. They beat the 2024 team. That's what I would do. Players are kind of interchangeable. I mean, obviously, the upgrade from Jay Ajay to Saquon is like fucking night and day. You know what I mean? But
imagine the read option with Saquon.
Jeez. And that team was 80% read option. Pistol. Man, oh man.
Fuck that. Imagine the offensive line. That offensive line was dirty. With Saquon behind.
Lane, Brandon Brooks.
Yep.
Kelsey.
Yep.
Damn, I ain't even think about that.
Who was the left guard?
Wasn't Selmahu?
It was Sayamahu.
Sayamahu, yeah.
And then Jason Peters was hurt, so it was Halapudi Vaitai.
Bro, I don't care, bro. They
were sick. Yeah.
Just run to the right.
Wow. Good shit, my guys. Jay, do you have a stat of the week? If you don't, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We're going to go with the entire rushing offense this week.
Okay.
On 33 total carries, 276 yards. I mean, just straight up dominant. Something that we've been wanting to see since week 1, what we've been missing really.
Yeah, we've been talking about it an awful lot.
And they got going in a big way. Saquon had 14 for $150 and a touchdown, and Tank Bigsby, who we didn't think was going to turn into that, especially out of all the running backs we have in our RB room, 9 carries for 104. We averaged 8.4 yards a carry. You could do that.
It almost doesn't even seem real.
If you could do that any given Sunday, you're going to be tough to beat.
You said what, 276?
Yeah.
254 out of 2 running backs.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
You're going to win a lot of games like that.
I see something today, which, I mean, the way that both of them ran this past game, I'd like to see a little Detroit Lion kind of action. A little Sonic and...
Yeah?
Why not? But they didn't matter who the hell was in the game. They both ran really well.
Yeah, I left that game thinking, did Tank Bigsby, did he sleep with somebody's girlfriend? Like, why would he let him go? Like, he looked amazing.
Because they drafted that young kid that they liked a lot, Bilal Tootin.
Yeah, I get it.
So, out of the 3 running backs you have, if somebody's calling about one and you get a decent offer, it's got to be, you would think it's Tank.
Man, I would have tried to stash that guy somewhere, bro. He was running hard.
Yeah, that second
His
was the second and 31.
His first run was the 2nd and 31.
Yeah, he was running like...
And converted it.
Yeah, he was running like, I might not get another shot. Like, he was running.
Yeah, because I said something during that fucking play. It was 2nd and 31.
You were like, here we go. We're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball.
Yeah,
and I said, 30. Don't worry. We got to play for this.
Yeah. And fucking
they had
Tank
to play
Bigsby, yeah.
Then I followed up and said, if that would have happened to us, I would have broke your TV.
Yeah, me too. Oh, my gosh. Well, guys, great pod. Money Mike for your first.
It ain't over yet.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
We got breaking news for the
We
Eagles.
got breaking news.
So
I forgot about the breaking news because I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay. 4 hours ago, the Eagles are trading for the Jets' versatile cornerback Michael Carter II to fill a new need for them. Philly gets Carter and a 2027 7th-round pick. The New York Jets get John Mechie and 2027 6th-round pick.
So this is my first time hearing this. Michael Carter, I think he's from Duke.
Yep.
Pretty quick guy. It's a slot corner,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this means
G
on the outside.
I'm about to say, go ahead.
He's gonna take over.
Yeah.
Michael Carter had a good 2023 season. I think he was rated like in the top 3 corners, nickel corners, and ended up getting the largest contract from a nickel corner. At the time, I think it was 3 years, $30 million after that season. Been riddled by a lot of injuries since then.
Okay.
And I believe last year he was graded second to last in cornerback play.
It wasn't 88, it was like 89 out of 90, something like that.
Nowhere to go but up.
Right. But definitely, and we say it all the time, a change of scenery can do a lot for somebody.
Agreed.
And it seems like that's what this guy wanted. He went as far as waiving his $6 million guaranteed injury, whatever he had in his contract, to get the deal done to come to Philly. If he can stay healthy with the speed that he's got, and Cooper DeJean can play a great outside cornerback, I think the defense is going to be more than all right.
Well, they've
I don't like it. Don't like the trade at all.
I mean,
well, Sammy, that's why we have a podcast. Why don't you like it?
Why?
Yeah.
I think there's other corners out there that can go and get.
Sure, but you got to look at it this way too. You gave up John Mechie in a 7th-round pick.
Yeah.
John Mechie in a 7th-round pick.
But how many picks
was not
do we have
doing
this
anything
year?
for.
How many picks do we have coming up?
We had quite a few, and we've been trading them back and forth. But John Mechie in a 6th or 7th round pick for a guy who, if you get his best version of himself, it clears 100%.
Go give me Denzel Ward. Send it.
That's gonna cost you.
Yeah, but that's
it's gonna cost you, right?
Sure, but
It'll set you up for the rest of your future, though.
Yeah, he's on an expiring contract, though. If you trade for him and it doesn't work out,
go get the kid from the Saints.
No, you don't trade for him unless you.
Which I agree, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I agree.
This one is.
We'll see. As long as it's better than fucking Adoree Jackson.
I can stop saying his name. Anything's better than Adoree Jackson at this point.
I agree. I do want a bigger move. Oh, I just got word. His brains is back in Philadelphia.
He's back? Oh, okay.
They made it off the Minnesota football field.
Whew, thank gosh.
But with this trade here, Sam, you got low risk, high reward. And, I take that and run with it. While I still do think Howie's going to make another move, I think that's going to be an edge guy.
So sometimes when we do this, I feel like Judge Joe Brown in between you guys, and I have to kind of like make a determination on this. I'm 51% Sammy on this one. I get it. I get everything you're saying. A guy like Denzel Ward would cost, and like we've always said, they got some huge bills coming up soon, so they would have to extend them in a way that's like insanely crazy in order to re-sign those guys as well. And that's something we're going to talk about at a later time about. There's going to be some odd men out on the guys we're going to re-sign in the near future. I don't know who they are, but we will talk about that. But that being said, we have a window. And that window can shut quick. I get the money game. I understand it. But if you can add top tier talent, sometimes I think you have to do it. Now, on the flip side of what Joey's saying, you got to give up something to get that talent. The Browns just ain't going to give them away. They probably going to ask for at least a 2 and a player. Well, we all can give them a couple players that we don't want. But last time, the Eagles gave up a 2 to get a corner, really fucking worked out. That's one Mr. Darius Slay. So I'm on the fence about it.
That's the only reason I said it. Just because, shit, you seen what happened when we brought Darius Slay in.
Yeah, I agree.
He changed the defense in the corner spots that we needed. And I think with Quignon and Cooper DeJean, I think, yes, a younger talent, but older than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't know. I think that's what we need. Unless he wants to, Howie has something else up his sleeve. We'll see. But
we're going to end it with Money Mike. Money Mike, what do you think?
I mean, the trade, I feel like it just benefits both parties. We're filling a need that we obviously need to take care of. And then the Jets are getting they're down wide receivers, so they need all the help that they can get on wide receivers.
They might be able to win 3 games.
Might be. But yeah, I think getting a player that's got to prove himself, and especially on a winning team, I feel like that could be a recipe for success for him, because it might be a change of scenery. He's on a winning culture. It's not that terrible, dysfunctional Jets think around the locker room constantly. So I feel like that could be a spark for him. Change some things around. Get back to him being the top cornerback that he used to be a couple seasons ago. So it might look up. It might look up for us.
I mean, to piggyback off of that, I do agree with what you guys have to say about that. Which, hey, listen, all I can say is I hope he's better than Adoree Jackson, and better than anybody that's been playing that position. Let me put
bar's pretty low, but go ahead.
Right, but we traded for Bennett. Also, we haven't seen him because he's been hurt, but maybe they're gonna play that card now with Carter and Bennett. see who they like better. I don't know, but it's something that they got to prove. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and I
So-
think they swung at John Mechie, and they realized probably fairly soon that they didn't really
Need them?
need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cooper played more snaps than he did. I mean, Cooper didn't see the ball on Sunday, but he
Yeah.
played more snaps than what Mechie
and
did.
You're probably looking at John Mechie as a returner, and those first couple of weeks with him and Tank Bigsby were abysmal. And then you bring in Taj Gibson, and he's done pretty well.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell they were doing with
Was it Taj Gibson or Xavier
Bigsby back
Gibson?
there catching
I don't know. Whatever.
kicks
Gibson.
and stuff. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, I don't know what that was either. But they got a couple weeks to figure it out.
Yeah.
Can this guy return kicks? I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see. Great job with the breaking news, Sammy.
Thanks, man.
As I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted by Sammy and his breaking news, Money Mike, great job on the pod. You're an official member of the Reggie and Jerome podcast.
Appreciate it.
We only got a few memberships to go around. I'm thinking about taking one away from somebody. So you definitely got one. And if you don't mind sticking around for next week's pod as well, we'd love to have you.
For sure. I'd love to be back on.
That's what's up, my guys. Great job, fellas. We will be back next week with another Reggie and Jerome podcast during a bye or a special Reggie and Jerome bye-week podcast. As always, as we leave you, we'll leave you with the same saying as always. Go Birds!
Go Birds, dickhead.
We out.